Recently, this happened on Opie and Jimmy.
What's the negatives?
Well, I mean, it's human growth hormone, and it's intended to be excreted when you're going through puberty, and then you have a little bit of it around all the time after that. But you get your biggest peak when you're growing. I mean, it's one of the things that, if you've got a kid who's not growing, they can give them HGH and actually cause them to grow if they've got a thing called familial short stature.
Well, we have one of those in studio. Let's not forget Sam was on the HGH for a little while.
He was on it for like 4 years.
Right?
He was on it for 4 years, man.
So, yeah.
His parents were worried that he wasn't growing properly. I remember Sam.
I wasn't. I was a shrimp.
Did it help you?
Yeah, I'm not a shrimp anymore. Look at me.
No, absolutely.
Fuck no, man.
But it grew your hands too big or something.
What? No,
You got large hands.
Chimp hands.
They're giant.
Monkey feet.
Those are hands for a guy that's like 6'6", 6'7".
You know what's embarrassing about the HGH process? When they're doing it, I was probably like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
And one of the ways they check, like there's a couple things that they have to check. They do an x-ray of your hand to measure the gaps in between the bones to figure out how much you're supposed to be growing, what your bone age is.
Right.
And that's how they know if you're like 2-3 years behind where you should be.
Yeah.
But the other thing they do is they check the size of your balls. And they have this thing, they have like a keychain full of like different size testicles. And so they tell you where you are.
Ew.
And when they were examining they were looking to see what the size of my balls were when I was like 13.
Yeah.
They brought in like a whole bunch of other doctors, and like these 2 really cute nurses came in. And he was like, "Look at these."
Oh my God.
They're small.
And they were they were small.
What a girl's giggling.
Yeah.
That's what HGH was. He's a goddamn hermaphrodite.
Do you still have tiny balls?
No, my balls are fine now. I mean, they're not like huge.
How
So they were
small are
small as far as the keychain. They were on the smaller side.
Yeah, they were like I was 13. It was probably like a 10 or 11-year-old's balls.
Ew.
But what
And like the nurse at one point made eye contact with me.
Yeah.
And kind of gave me this smirk.
Yeah.
As if I think she was trying to say like, "Oh, it's okay," and I was like, in my head, "It's not okay." Like,
No, what an awful dick. Small balls and a fucking foreskin that closed over,
right?
ballooning
foreskin on and everything. It was just a bad time.
That's why they brought everybody in the room. Like, you got to see this dick and balls. Yeah.
What
You
an
got to see
awful
this
set.
Yeah.
That's what I think
Never
it was.
seen anything like this before.
Why would you need all those nurses to come in?
You don't.
And then you got
I
giant.
need like a second, third, fourth, fifth opinion.
Then you got giant hands on top of it.
Yeah, which make your dick look smaller and even less significant.
Where are you on the keychain now with your balls?
That's a great question. Grapefruits?
No, not grapefruits. Probably like on an adult keychain, not a kid keychain.
Right.
Yeah, an adult keychain.
Probably right in the middle or towards the smaller end, not bigger.
You still got smaller balls?
They're smaller than I'd like.
Sam,
They're
we
smaller
got to
than
give him a hug.
Yeah, no, you don't. I don't need a
Come
hug.
on.
I'm talking about testicles.
Come on, baby balls.
No, don't touch me.
Like to razz little balls.
No. No, they're not like.
Has your wife ever commented on your small balls?
No, I've asked her. She said they're not small, but I was like, come on.
What is she going to say?
Exactly.
Does she walk away and you see her shoulders shrugging?
Yeah.
No,
Does she ever look at them? You ever see her staring at your balls angrily, just going, I'm never going to get a baby out of those things?
You ever see her? Does she ever squint when she's looking at your balls?
No, she doesn't do that. You could see them. You could see them.
You could see them.
Did you ever say, look at my balls? And she said, sure, where are you hiding them?
Listen to Opie and Jimmy every morning here on Opie Radio. And now, Opie and Jim are back.
It's pot day. Cypress Hill. Nice.
All right. We can fade it out. That's nice. I like that one.
You should smoke weed today, Opie.
Smoke weed.
You keep talking about how, you're going to start doing that.
Talking.
There's a lot of talking going on from your end.
Talking a good game, right?
I smoke Chiba.
You do?
Chip.
Nice.
Got so fucking zooted on Cheebs.
On the Cheebs?
Yup. You ever smoke any Mary Janes?
Why would you pluralize that?
Bunch of pots.
So,
Thank you to the person on Twitter who told me that.
Yeah, we had a guy booked today, and then someone on Twitter we didn't know ahead of time. This guy kind of took a shot at Anthony when Anthony, did his tweeting about 10 months ago, and this guy, all he had to do was say no comment or not say anything, but really chose to stick his neck out there. So we feel like he probably shouldn't have him on the show today.
Yeah, Kamal. Someone tweeted me and said that he was calling Anthony old. The tweet he sent out. Can we see the tweet? It was
Sure.
It was something like.
And I don't think I would bet a lot of money this guy doesn't know the first thing about Anthony and the first thing about our show.
He's probably just reacting to a news story. People were probably asking him to jump in and defend Ant, and he probably just didn't know who Ant was and read the tweets. And he said, the worst part about being a comic is people asking you to support a racist because it's, and he puts in quotes, freedom of speech.
Right.
Which is, that's not like actively campaigning against Anthony. And he didn't have to defend Anthony, but even if I didn't know a guy, I probably would not have taken that angle. So I just would rather not.
I would imagine he doesn't have enough knowledge to tweet that, to be honest with you. But, so we have decided to, say no to our guest today. So
Yeah.
not dealing with that shit.
It's something we never thought of. Like, I didn't think to. It's like when we're talking during the break. This is a new thing we should do. It's called The Break Brought Forward to the Live Program. That's a good name for a bit, right?
That's really fun.
Thanks, Sam.
It's really fun, huh?
But it was maybe we should Google, and it sounds crazy, but if we have a guest coming that we don't know, Google them in quotes with Anthony Cumia and just see if they're one of the people that went after him. I mean, it was like something we never considered before.
Right.
And not that someone had to actively defend the guy, but I don't want to have anybody on here that, and you certainly don't, that
No.
campaigned or motherfucked him.
Yeah, no. All he had to do was say no comment or not say anything. Especially if you don't know the guy. I ask Roland if he even knows the guy.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Okay, so
I don't think he's a listener.
All right.
Wait, bring me.
Huh?
What did David? Who's David Roth? That David Lee Roth?
No.
Oh, who's that?
David J. Roth.
Oh, I said David Roth. I don't know him.
Best American sports. Why does it says sports writing?
Okay, yeah, okay. I just thought it was I thought it was David Lee Roth. Okay.
He works for some website.
It's called Sports Center. All right. Speaking of sports, is that how he says it? Sports?
I don't know what sports is.
I don't know. He's just being a fucking idiot. Tim Tebow is going to sign with the Philadelphia Eagles today.
All right, you know what?
But they already have, I think, 3 quarterbacks. He's just going to be the 4th quarterback. It's no big deal. He probably won't even play this year.
They just want to sell jerseys. They probably figure, is he that bad that he can't even be 3rd string?
I don't know. I mean, some quarterback coach said that his skills have greatly improved. So, Eagles are taking a chance with the guy. I don't think he'll get a lot of playing time, though. You got a lot of quarterbacks down there, don't they? This would be their 4th quarterback. So a couple guys got to be knocked out, and then they start thinking maybe we'll put him in for a few plays. I think it's a good move by the Eagles because it'll get people in the seats, gets people talking. You know, he's not their starting quarterback or anything like that.
But was he that, like, it's 4th string? Like,
No.
God, he really fell off the map.
He was a great college quarterback, but his skills are, not great for NFL football, obviously. He was amazing in college.
You're supposed to be the man, right?
He was the man.
Wow.
He went to my nephew's college. My nephew was all in. He was a big Tebow fan. Would follow him around the country when they were winning those national titles. Instead of going to school, my nephew went and checked out those games. So you got that going on, which is nice. And then in other sports news, you got this Britt McHenry.
Wow, she's sexy.
She's sexy. She's yelling and screaming at like a tow truck employee or something like that.
A person who worked behind the counter.
Right.
But didn't they edit the video out? Didn't
very
they
much.
edit the comments of the tow truck person?
Completely out.
So you don't know what she's saying to Britt McHenry.
Correct.
And ESPN, man, they never support their talent.
Unless you're a hot blonde.
They don't support her here. They suspended her for a week.
She's gonna, yeah, but I think if it was a guy, he would have been fired over this.
Maybe, but she shouldn't have been suspended for. Even though it's cunty what she did,
right? I think it's a double standard. I really do. She's hot, she's blonde, so that I think they look at her punishment differently than if it was a guy. No,
somebody pointed out it was a great editorial, I think by the Daily News, and the guy said something about basically what you see here is one citizen arguing with another citizen. And it gets up. She was bitchy, said I'm on TV, and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But they totally edit out what the other woman said. How do you not post the whole conversation?
I do believe that she should not be suspended or fired.
Agreed, not at all.
My point here is I feel like there is some kind of a double standard. And if it was a guy doing this, I don't know if he would have just been suspended for a week. Right? You want to let's move that back. Let me hear this. Here's the rant by
Britt McHenry.
Thank you.
I'm in the news, sweetheart. I will fucking sue this place.
Okay, that's fine, and I'll play your video, so careful. I'll play the video.
That's why I have a degree in that. I wouldn't work in a scumbag place like this.
I would work in a scumbag place like this. That's nice.
It makes my skin crawl even being here.
Makes my skin crawl even being here.
Yep, that's all you care about is just taking people's money. With no education. No skill set. Just want to clarify that. Do you feel good about your job? So I could be a college dropout and do the same thing?
Ouch.
I could have a brain and you don't?
Let's play there.
Maybe if I was missing some teeth, they would hire me home.
You had to touch your roots up a little bit.
Oh, like yours? Well, they look so stunning. Because I'm on television and you're in a fucking trailer, honey.
Have a nice-
Lose some weight, baby girl.
But again, why would they edit what the other person said?
I mean, they didn't. The tow truck company did.
No, I know. That's what I mean.
I know why the tow truck company did it.
Was she shitty, or was it they just...
The tow truck company did it to make Britt McHenry look as terrible as possible.
Yeah, of course.
I guarantee the tow truck company
That's right.
were very shitty. And I don't blame her for saying all that stuff because I think we all want to say that stuff or have said those stuff.
I'm on TV. It just sounds bad, though.
Honey, I'm on TV, honey.
It's twatty, but you're sitting there like, what the fuck? She's basically trying to get her car back, right?
Yes.
So, we've a lot of us have gone to our spot when where the fuck is my car? And now you have to go somewhere in the city to go get your car out of being pounded. You're not going to be a nice person. You're just not. Who deals with that in a nice way? Like, yeah, I was wrong, so what do we have to do to take care of this? You're fucking pissed.
Usually you're not mad at the person behind, because I've gotten towed a couple of times. Obviously they didn't know it was my car.
It's not funny.
So,
Stop
it. You should put a note on your car. Do you understand whose car this is?
Yeah, I know.
A post-it with your face on it.
They wouldn't believe it. They'd think, who is this guy pretending to be?
They wouldn't notice your license plate that say JN Comedy.
They wouldn't believe it. Oh yeah, JN Comedian. Yeah,
yeah, JN Laughs.
It's FUN-NE. Funny.
Funny. I like
Funny Jim.
That's fun.
So, but I never get mad at the person behind the counter because they're just the guy who works. They're not the one who towed it.
I know, but you need to
vent a little bit.
To vent. Yeah. I think most people would, in her position, would not be that nice and would probably be a little twatty, especially if that person said anything back to you.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, I think
that's the problem with this video.
If the chick at the tow truck place was giving her attitude.
Yeah, I don't really have that much of a problem with what she did. I obviously a little twatty saying, I'm on TV and all that, but
lose some weight, honey. That's good advice.
Yeah, but what did that lady say?
I'm sure she said something because you don't.
She definitely said something that got her going.
If that woman was being totally polite and going, "Ma'am, just pay," they would have left that in because that makes her look even cuntier.
That's also the cost, though, of being a news reader or a reporter or anything that you don't actually show your personality or do anything but kind of read the news, is that you kind of have to be this personalityless drone wherever you go.
But why are we acting like we don't know that there's a lot of shitty people behind registers? or have a little bit of power, and then really fucking dicks to you.
Because that thing of her going, I'm on TV, honey. Like that's a really
annoying.
shitty
It's
thing.
annoying, yeah.
Because everybody wants to be on TV. So
fuck
like
wants
to
to be
hear a
on TV?
pretty girl saying, I'm on TV. It's like, ooh.
Let's go to Eddie on Long Island. Eddie!
Ready?
doing?
Gonna
How
have
are
some
you?
spaghetti? I'm
What's up?
teething, Yed.
Oh, God.
What's up, Eddie?
A good one. Her attitude was deplorable.
Yes.
So it just, why do you want to work with someone like that? It's just proof that she's a cunt in real life.
She probably, I want to strongly say probably. She probably is. But there was a time where it didn't matter what you did in your public life. Your personal life, excuse me. It was all about what you did when you were on the air that they had problems with. Now everyone's looking at what you do in your public life, and then if you were being a shitty person in your public life, now it's time to fire you from your livelihood, your job.
Because they think it hurts the brand.
I could strongly say I don't like this woman. I just feel it in my gut. But she shouldn't have been suspended for this.
And what's the legality on releasing that video? She didn't sign a fucking release on that video.
That's 100% true. That's problematic, and the fact that they edited it is unbelievable.
Yeah, but they may have signs that say you're being filmed. Blah, blah, blah.
That's true. Being filmed is one thing, and possibly in any type of a criminal prosecution, that's to protect them from being robbed. But even if they say you're being filmed, what does that say about you're not signing a release for that to be uploaded for public consumption?
If, for example, so I'm an attorney and I go to the court clerks who are usually terrible people to talk to.
Right.
They're getting paid $8 an hour. They're just terrible. They're pissed off for being there.
Sure.
They have a shitty job. But if I treat them terrible and bad and like berate them like she did, my firm can fire me. And why shouldn't they?
Because I'll tell you what the difference is. You as an attorney are dealing with someone at work and in the capacity of being at work. This was a woman in her private time literally just filmed having an interaction that many of us have had.
Right.
That there's a big difference between behavior. If I walk up to human resources and start yelling at the lady like that, I'm going to get fired too. But if I do it in my private life, it's different.
And just go to the DMV in New York City, and you'll completely understand. This woman
from New York. They just, I get it. It just,
Sir, was my attorney analogy pretty good?
like
Yes,
that.
I liked it, Jimmy.
Sir, come on.
He didn't acknowledge it, but I'm going
Sir,
to
come on, that was
acknowledge that.
pretty
It was pretty good. All right, thank you.
I mean, she's going to yell at you. What are you going to yell back?
Let me go to Chris in Philly. Chris.
Opie.
Hey, man.
What's going on?
I got to get an Altoid because my my allergy breath is really fucking bad. And we just ran out
You
of
have bad
Altoids.
allergy breath?
Yeah, I just smelled it. It's all the
yuck.
It's all the dripping in the back of my throat,
I
just
understand.
festering there in
Yeah,
the
that
middle of the night.
Sinus breath.
I need more Altoids. Go ahead there, Chris. It was pretty close.
I know that for a basketball prodigy. I've seen you hit 3 shots in how many years have we been here?
Really?
Since 2004.
They're always so close.
They
though.
are. I'll say that. They
All
are.
right, Chris, what do you got?
I looked up this tow truck company. I think it's called Advanced Tow. They're in Florida. They have an F with the Better Business Bureau, and they have probably the worst Yelp reviews I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. That was brought out by the guy who wrote the article, too.
So let's find some of the Yelp reviews. What are we waiting for?
Yeah,
Nothing.
Get yelping, bitch.
There was one Yelp review where the guy said that the tow trucker tried to suck his pecker.
Fuck yeah! I was like, why don't you tow this? And I grabbed my pecker with my pinky.
Well, Yelp is a shitty place to begin with. Secondly, I can't imagine that someone is going to go get their car back from a towing company
And give a good review.
and give a good review on Yelp. Who the fuck would do that?
But you know what? If people are sick of ESPN having zero, why don't people do, like you guys always complain. I say you guys, me too. But why not do something like boycott them or fucking block them on Twitter or bash them on Twitter because they refuse to stand by their people that work for them.
Right.
Like they never even speak out in support of the people that work for them. Why? If you guys are sick and tired of this happening, go after them on their Facebook page and like make a whole thing about it.
Some are arguing, and I believe one of them being Artie Lange, just thinks there's kind of a double standard there, though. I mean, that she sort of skated, and if it was a guy, they probably would have fired.
He might be
the
right.
guy for the same incident.
But either way, they still shouldn't have even suspended her.
Of course not.
They should have said we're embarrassed by that, but that's her personal life.
Right.
And if she wants to flick around and act like a giant clit, that's her beeswax.
Oh, but that would be in the statement?
Yes. Flick around and act like a giant clit, comma, that's her beeswax.
Wow, look at this. Denise, it looks
penis.
like? Or Dennis? Denise.
Denise, hey, how are you?
Oh, boy.
So, the last caller was talking about the Yelp.
Do not reiterate the last caller's point.
You can add to the last caller's point, but don't reiterate.
Do not summarize the last caller's point. All right, go ahead, Denise.
Thank you for making sure I don't fuck up on air.
There you go.
No, but additional stuff said things like they would tow people out of their assigned parking spaces in their apartment complexes when they clearly had their stickers displayed on the back of their cars.
I've heard that too.
Yeah, they're towing cars that are legally parked. Because then Garrison, who wanted to get on before you, but you fucked up his call. Because he says if this chick was so smart, she wouldn't park somewhere where she would get towed. But Denise is saying this company has been known to tow cars that are legally parked.
Yeah, but everyone complains about when they're towed, though.
Right. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Well, how about this one? I learned the hard way. Here in New York City, they can relocate your car. Have you ever had your car relocated?
I have, yes. But what happens is they do that when you're in a place that's not a towing zone, but it's a temporary towing zone. They didn't charge me. They actually put it 2 blocks over because I think they had a dignitary or something. It was one of those where they were doing some work.
In my case, I used to live on 71st Street and Columbus Avenue. For all you stargazers out there.
I remember that. Too. I knew that, but I still took the bus and saw where they pointed out where you lived.
For all you stargazers. I think it was 53 if you want to walk by it. It was a shithole, to be honest with you. And my landlord sucked a dick.
That was the downstairs place.
Yes.
I've walked by there many times.
The beauty of that apartment, though, is that I was a half a block from Central Park West, and that's where the parade would come for Thanksgiving. So I got the brilliant idea that I'm going to take my fucking car and I'm going to park it near Central Park West at the end of the block, right? So on parade day, when everyone's crowded, there's so many fucking people, you can't get close to the front of the line to see the parade.
If you say you were going to sit in your car and watch the parade.
No, we were going to sit on the roof, actually.
Oh, okay.
We were going to sit on the roof so we have really nice fucking seats.
All right.
And I had, I didn't have kids at the time, but I had nephews and nieces young. I'm like, I'm going to fucking, Uncle Greg's going to show them a good time. So I was able to get a really nice spot, a front row, basically, on Central Park West. Wake up, parade day, checking on my spot, all excited. My car is gone. Mm-hmm. They relocated, and I don't even know how I found out. Oh, I think I asked an officer or somebody. I'm like, I had a fucking car here. It was parked legally. Oh, your car was relocated. I'm like, what does that mean? He goes, well, it means that your car is in the area within the 2 or 3 blocks, but they don't tell you where. So now you have to search the neighborhood to find your fucking car.
That's probably so you don't put a car bomb in and wreck the parade.
No. It turns out that the fire chief or someone way up in the fire department wanted that spot to do exactly what I did.
You're kidding?
Not kidding. Not kidding. It was told to me. So, because what I was attempting to do, everyone does, but it's more like people that have a little more power than me, certainly, and they
wow.
And they get those spots and they put their families up on the roofs and everyone has a good time.
So did you go back there and see someone parked there?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I would have been furious.
Oh, absolutely. I saw somebody.
Did you say anything to him?
No. Why would I? What would that have done?
Just asked him, and if you're the chief, if you would have said yeah.
I don't want to misrepresent. It was somebody.
Somebody in the fire department.
Yeah, that was up there, whether it was the chief or whatever. But then I had to search my own neighborhood to find my fucking car. It's bullshit, right, Sam?
Were you like, I'm on the radio, honey? I think I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, maybe I could just, run in and save people's lives like you do.
The douchiest thing I do is like when I'm not getting the proper service, like from, let's say, recently Time Warner cable.
No.
You continue on with them.
I'm finally done with them.
Oh,
for
good.
Real. I'm calling Fios. I've fucking had it.
What did they finally do?
They couldn't. I needed my service upgraded, so they decided they were gonna They were supposed to send a technician. I said, "You're sending a technician?" Yes. And then it was in the system after I found out the technician wasn't showing up that they had it in the system that they were just going to mail me the stuff and I was going to do all the work myself. They're the fucking worst.
They're awful.
And then there was a guy in the apartment setting up some new Wi-Fi and shit, and he couldn't figure out how to do that. And then they had to run a wire that's like, I don't know, 30 to 40 feet around my apartment, all just hanging willy-nilly so they could get, the cable hooked up properly. They're the worst. I think I'm finally done.
Don't sing and bring
Fios.
it. This summer, you should be smoking weed and watching Fios every day.
The Fios that good, Jimmy?
I love it, dude. I've had minor little problems here and there, but I would say I've had 10% of the problems with Fios that I've had with cable.
Right.
Time Warner will still occasionally, but they don't even really try. Fios, I've had so much of a better experience. Like I'm not kidding, 90% less trouble and outages and problems, and it's been much better.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what Fios does that annoys me. Right. And this might be all cable, but I'll turn it on once in a while, and it will say, "Do you want to?" I'll have to hit the exit button to tell them I don't want to purchase something.
Right.
It's like, stop fucking asking me. But I have very few problems with my internet. Occasionally, and they're just better, man.
Where do the Fios people put your Wi-Fi?
My Wi-Fi.
So you can get it throughout your apartment.
It comes in through the closet and my actual. Oh no, I'm sorry. There's a little thing when you walk in. It's in my dining room, living room area.
Oh,
a little cable. I think it's the cable wire.
Nice.
It's the same thing.
You want to ask where my Wi-Fi is? Anybody?
I do. I would love to know.
Is it in your prick?
It's in my.
It travels with you.
It's in the laundry room. Which is not
in your apartment. You have a laundry room.
Excuse me.
Wait, I have a washer dryer in my kitchen. You have a laundry room in your apartment?
Well, I got a laundry room, but the whole building shares it.
Well, yeah.
Whoa.
God, I wish I didn't know you as well. It's just such a brutal comment.
Why?
No, I won't say it.
Just say it.
Absolutely not.
Everyone else has brutal comments. You might as well jump on board.
Nope, because I care about Sam and his family, and I won't. What? How big is the laundry room?
I mean, it's a small room.
But it's a room.
Yeah, it's like the size of a closet, really. It's nothing crazy big.
A closet with a washing machine and a dryer.
Can you fold clothes in it?
Yeah.
The laundry room. I want to see your new apartment. I haven't been up there yet. You haven't invited me.
I mean, either.
I want. Are you crazy?
All right, he's invited me about 30 times.
Okay, thank you.
I've just been pop locking.
You know,
as the weather gets nice. But I do want to see it. Now that I know there's a fucking laundry room, it's going to make me sick to see that.
I take it very seriously when I invite people to my house and they don't come over. Didn't you listen to what I had to say a couple weeks ago?
That is a good point. I should have learned my lesson.
I take it very seriously, and some say I shouldn't, but I do. I'm sorry.
But I've been to your house. Of course I'll go.
Jimmy's been to my house many times. Jimmy has been to functions at my house. He has played with my kids. Yes, he's always has done the right thing.
Laundry room.
As far as that stuff goes.
That's all I'm going to think of now is because I thought I was Mr. Hot Shit, which is that is my license plate. If you want to track me down, Mr. Hot Shit. But it's I have a little washer dryer, which is a nice little thing to have. You just go in there and zippity doo that day. Your clothes are done. But I got to fold them in the motherfucking kitchen on the table.
Well, he put the Wi-Fi in the laundry room, which is not close to the living room area. So, guess who has really shitty Wi-Fi?
There's ways of getting
really
repeaters.
shitty Wi-Fi. I know, but
you have a half building size apartment, though. It's
also,
different.
I don't even know if these are first world problems anymore.
Yeah,
this is like whatever's
dude,
involved.
That's how. By the way, this is how big his apartment is. The Wi-Fi doesn't reach the living room
because it's stuck in his pesky laundry room.
It's stuck in the old laundry room where the maid resides.
No, I don't know. Yeah. No.
They put the Wi-Fi in the servants' quarters.
Yes. And it can't ricochet. You can actually get something in your apartment.
You can get one of those express things that you plug into an outlet.
Yeah, which most people just need, like in a hotel on the other side of the room. But in an apartment of your size,
all right, what is
you
it
can do it in a
called?
hanger and one.
What is it called, and where do I get it?
Go to Fios, dude. Get Fios. Cable is just awful.
Well, I tried to cancel my Time Warner, and the guy on the phone he didn't give a fuck, and he kept reading a statement, and I'm like, just cancel my Time Warner. I'm going to call Fios, and he's like, they make it hard. You can't really cancel on the phone. I guess you have to go to a store.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Cancel on the phone and tape.
And I'm like, what do you mean I have to go to a store? And then he's like, well, I didn't say that, but he did say that.
Tape it.
Maybe he knocked. Maybe he knocked on your front door, but it was so far away from the room that you were at in the house that it took you.
You thought it was on the TV. You're like, there's someone knocking at the door. Yelling, "Open up, Greg." I think that you should tape that and play it on the air. Just make sure his name is beeped out.
My dad taught me a little bit about real estate. Real estate is a good business.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a terrific business. Anyway.
Location.
That's right.
That's a great tidbit.
That's also very important when it comes to dog shit. Don't want to step in it.
So, and then this is the shitty thing I do. Because I'm thinking, he's thinking, who gives a fuck if you cancel Time Warner? Who cares? You're just one fucking person.
Right.
That's when I pull out and I'll have you know, I do a national talk show.
I like how
I'm a talk show host. And guess what?
What?
Went right back to the statement. He didn't give a fuck.
Well, you think you can make a difference as one man with Time Warner, but when it comes to being a vegan, you're like, I'm one guy. I'm going to help myself to a steak.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I didn't say that any of this actually makes sense in the end.
You got to watch fattening up on vegan food, though, because it's deceptively fattening. I've been eating at this one place a little bit. And,
that explains it.
Why is it fattening?
Let me address this. What do you say?
Ew, why are you posing?
Yeah. I just keep looking at my stomach. Even though I don't weigh any heavier.
He's not satisfied with his stomach.
I'm not. Even though my weight is the same. I said it twice in 30 seconds.
There's a little belly there.
There's always been a little belly.
I see it. What's wrong with you?
But he's right. There's always been one.
That's right. You don't have the V that I see across the table over there.
That's just unattainable. What are we going to do with an athlete?
Yeah, exactly. We shouldn't have a Greek god.
Muffins.
Have you ever?
Did you enjoy that, era?
I love that.
LA
is fun.
LA was a bad weekend for John Branstein.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
He had to put up with a lot of chip.
Just him being there would derail Chip's train of thought.
It was brutal. All right.
Have you ever used the I'm a comedian or I'm a talk show host to try to get shit done?
I can't even get into a comedy club saying that. No. Have I ever used? Yeah, I mean, when I'm angry, you're like, I'll just talk about it on the air. But then I've given them fair warning. I said, I know you think I'm doing this. I'm like, but I'm just letting you know I'm going to talk about it. And they're like, go ahead. I'm like, okay.
Right.
And they just didn't understand. Because I think the beauty of being in the business, especially with someone like United, they could care less, or any airline, is that they're so used to treating people like dog shit with no repercussions at all, that they're not used to anyone having a voice. So when you can come on and talk about them, they hate it. Mm-hmm. And like, oh, all of a sudden people are tweeting us. Because one person tweeting you doesn't matter, but if 500 tweet you,
right.
You listen.
Well,
they are used to treating people terribly. And now the tow truck, I hear, company doesn't want her fired because there are people looking into their record.
Well, I work for a towing company, and this company in particular is pretty shitty. We'll take that call in a second. I've dealt with this towing company, and they are complete assholes. So I think I'm on her side completely. We've all had people just acting shitty toward us in the public eye. And you got to deal with them to get something done. Speaking of, I knew I was going to say airlines. What airline was the one where they made those people fucking hang out on the plane again? Even though there's a new law.
I know that. I did hear that, and I don't know the airline.
It was over the weekend. And how many hours was it? Why the fuck can't they figure this shit out and let people off the fucking plane?
There's all these weird legalities at the airline.
Even if it's on a tarmac or something.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And then somebody comes out with a bunch of sodas, a couple snacks, and you go, all right, hey, you know, we're watching you. You got to kind of hang out right here in this area.
But as Rob mentioned, the Rock.
What is this it?
Oh, he's United. 6 hours. That's supposed to be against the law.
Is this the new one, Sam? United Airlines passengers stuck on plane for nearly 6 hours. But supposedly they made a new law that it can only be a couple hours.
But isn't that with weather? Do weather delays count, though? What's the legality here, Sam? Let's go to our legal, Sam. Comment.
Kansas City to Denver flight. Let's go back to the beginning of the story.
KC Denv.
Skis are getting hammered with snow. This is great news for the ski resorts. Not so great for the roads, as you can see, and for the airports.
That's
Exhibit
terrible.
A, the passengers stranded on a plane for more than 6 hours.
That's terrible.
ABC's David Curley is on the story.
Oh, woo.
Good morning, Kansas. It did all start with weather. First, a flight diverted, and then all those hours sitting on the ground because of bad
This
weather.
guy looks like he has bad breath.
Overnight, United Airlines passengers saying they were on a plane on the ground for more than 6 hours. What should have been an hour-and-a-half flight from Kansas City to Denver became a nightmare when severe weather forced United Express
Glad they put
flight
the sound in.
4394, operated by Republic Airlines, to divert to Colorado Springs. The plane parked with weather issues there, too. Young children miserable and in tears. Passengers becoming restless and angry, using their cell phones to capture the tension on board.
If you have a carry-on bag, you'll be able to pick it up. but not the check bag.
The airline says the flight followed procedure, and 8 passengers took up the airline's offer to get off and take a van back to the terminal. Others say they were on that plane in Colorado for 7 hours, which the airline called an exaggeration. But in a written statement said it will offer compensation and added,
Wait a minute. If they offered them to get off the plane, what did the people want?
Yeah, I mean, why would only 8 people want to
Probably
take
because their
that?
luggage couldn't be gotten. But it's like much of the airlines are
Fuck it,
annoying.
I would.
And they were in a different place too.
Who
They didn't
cares?
land in Colorado.
Well, they couldn't have weather. The airline didn't want to land there.
No, I think they were just taking them back to the terminal so they could fucking stretch.
They
their
made
legs
the
and
offer
stuff,
for them
right?
to get off. I think 8 people took the offer. They got their bags and got off. But you couldn't get your carry-on. That's a small plane too, I bet.
Wait, they couldn't get their
the bottom luggage off. The carry-on bag, the woman said you can get, but you can't
Also,
get the
if
other
you
luggage.
took the offer to leave, you were leaving.
And like your luggage was going to be
Gotcha.
forwarded.
Yeah, that would be a tough call.
They probably could. Well, you just go there and get your luggage. They probably could.
But only 8 people decided to do that.
Probably because people didn't want to be separated from their luggage. I
Right.
like the word luggage. That's something else you learn about me. I say luggage a lot.
So most people felt like they didn't have a choice and they had to sit on that fucking
Because of their
plane.
luggage.
Because of their luggage. Luggage.
Color's your luggage.
You want to do that?
I do. You'd be surprised. You go to see the airport with me and Kenny walking through. That's a piece of luggage. How come your luggage has wheels on it? I can't wheel my luggage. He loves the word luggage. Or Kenny.
Kenny hates that I haven't gotten wheels for my luggage yet. He hates it.
You don't have wheels for your luggage?
No,
I love it. I love a good piece of wheeled luggage.
Kenny, how much do you hate that I don't have wheels?
I got good
for my
luggage.
It's okay, GH. You'll catch up soon. But did you see Chip was busy in L.A. with Johnny Brand muffins over the weekend?
I heard about what? There's videos?
A lot of videos on Chip Chipperson.
A lot of videos.
Yeah.
And boy, Brandstein, Jonathan Brandstein, who really is, I love. He's one of my favorite people.
I love him too.
And he's an odd,
real.
quirky genius. He's Chip loves him, and they spend a lot, but he hates the nickname Johnny Brand Muffins, which he blames Kenny for, because I named him that, but then Kenny reminded me a while later of the there's a Rupert Pupkin picture of the
Do Robin Starbucks.
I don't remember that one. I don't remember. You like that one?
Are these all the chips?
Oh, that's a girl. Oh, yeah, that's...
How many did you do?
I don't know, a few, I think.
A few? There's like 20 of them.
Yeah, they're all short. We don't play them all. Just play like...
Find Robin Starbucks.
Where's that one?
Wait, start from the beginning. I like Misery Loves
No, gotta
Comedy.
go more
Yes,
recent,
Kevin
Sam.
Pollak's new documentary.
Yes, I'm going to be doing a Q&A there on Thursday.
Are you really?
Yes.
I think Pollak's coming in this week with Arnie Schwarzenegger.
Yep, Wednesday.
Good old
Go
Arnie.
up still more. It's the title is Robin Starbucks.
Well, aren't these good ones to play?
That one with the girl.
All right.
My ex said that was the fucking unsexiest line ever when Chip comments on her shoes.
Okay.
This woman's shoes. Look at the ass on that motherfucker. Oh, man. I'm going to tear that fucking ass off. Look at the ass on that motherfucker. Look at the fucking shoes. I'm going to tear that fucking ass off.
Oh, my God.
This is terrible.
Shoes.
She said that's the worst.
Chick is sexy, though.
Oh, she was fucking
Holy
amazing.
fuck.
He yells at the old people. There's no reason for that.
Right?
That might be
That's
it.
Robin Starbucks.
Yeah, do Robin.
Me and Johnny Brand Muffins are going to rob Starbuckles.
Stop it.
We're going to
Stop
rob
it.
Starbuckles. Look.
Stop it. Put
Give
the
me your
fucking
money.
knife down, Jim.
Give me your money.
Fucking Chip.
Who?
Put the knife
I said the wrong name. Johnny Brand.
What the fuck is...
And that one definitely is, that was a big one for Johnny.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I feel like the whole fucking world is upside down. His glasses are upside down. I don't know why I feel that way.
It's fucking moronic, that's why.
Johnny BF.
Fucking moronic.
G motherfucking.
No.
Johnny Brand Muffin. Piece of garbage.
No.
You can tell he's annoyed. He just wants you to stop.
Oh, he's
What about
That's a
this
good
one?
one.
He's really unhappy. Quit touching my leg! Quit touching my leg, you fucking Johnny Brand Muffin!
Fucking idiot.
Quit touching my fucking leg! Quit trying to touch my fucking leg! He's trying to suck my pecker! The best is John is in the back. He doesn't know I'm filming him. He's collapsed against the window. He's just had enough. Oh, he's just had enough.
Is there any more?
That's the old people. I'm going to yell at these old people. Hey, nice hat, you fucking old fuck.
Stop yelling.
Nice fucking hat, you old fuck.
You're so annoying.
Nice fucking hat, you old fuck. Johnny Bramall.
Stop.
Yelling
You're
at the old
so
people.
annoying.
Nice hat, you old fuck. Oh, get the fucking windows up.
Why would you bring attention to the fact that the window was rolled up?
Oh my god. Oh my god. A smog center? Who the fuck wants to buy smog? Why would you want to buy some smog? Bearing ton? Why would you want to bear a ton? That's a big fucking bear. Johnny Bramall.
And you're stuck in traffic, which sucks to begin with in L.A.
Yeah, so
He's
Chip
just miserable
Chipperson.
and he can't get out of the car.
Chip Chipperson on Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah, Lyle Chipperson.
There's a whole bunch of these.
I don't even... How come these naked ladies got orange stuff around them?
strip club.
Why is there a bunch of naked ladies with orange stuff around them? What do you think, Johnny Bramall? I'm gonna go in there and get my fucking pecker sucked. Why do they call them palm trees? They don't look like hands. That don't make no sense.
Yes. So annoying. He just wants to get to the destination.
Dude, John was so good. He was driving, and he doesn't have to do that as the manager. He's not a chauffeur. He just does it as a friend. He drives me to all the podcasts, and he hangs out.
Yeah, it's fun for him.
And he had to deal with this fucking idiot for 2 solid days. Of
Johnny
shit.
Brand
Oh my
Muffins. Johnny
God.
Brand Muffins.
Do you know how much fun that is to say? Johnny Brand Muffins.
Jim, the fans are asking for a list of all your podcasts so they could hear them. So
A lot of them are the same. By the way, somebody tweeted me, how come you're saying the same stuff? How many interviews do you think I can do where I say different stuff? People ask me questions and I answer them.
Right.
I did Rogan when I landed. 3 hours, almost 3 hours. From Rogan, I went...
You did a 3-hour podcast with
almost.
Rogan?
I literally, dude, I had it. I
Did
still
you
have,
pee?
Yeah, a couple times.
All right.
I went right from Joe's. I do Bert Kreischer. And I didn't get to the hotel till midnight Wednesday night. I go to bed. I get up. I did Kevin and Bean in the morning. After that, I had a meeting I had to go to and another meeting in the afternoon. I went and did, I'm trying to think, this was Thursday. I did Jay Moore's radio show.
How did that go?
It was good. He wanted a lot of chip, and it was weird because I was being very careful because I didn't want to say peckas, and it was a little uncomfortable because I didn't want to say the wrong thing and get Jay in trouble. What else did I do Thursday? I did The Nerdist. I did, girl, you know what I liked? Her name, it's Cooked. Her name was Kelsey Cook. I said, anyone have podcast suggestions? And a whole bunch of them came in. This one dude, Kevin Pieria, who we tried to contact and didn't get back a hold of us. I guess we missed each other. Cooked, COOK''D. Hers was fun. She asked a lot of sex questions. She's really cute, and she actually had a very interesting angle on it. I did, Kevin Pollak was not available. Corolla had to cancel me, but it was only because he had a premiere. He didn't do a show that day, so I couldn't do his. I did Dr. Drew. I did, I said The Nerdist. I did Greg Fitzsimmons, who was really fun. And there was another one I did.
You were busy.
On fucking In the Afternoon. Oh my God, what other one did I do? In the Afternoon, it was... Oh, Allison Rosen. I did her for an hour.
Nice. And this is all to promote Jimmy's Epics comedy special?
Yeah.
What's the name of it again?
Contextually Inadequate.
Right. It's going to be on Epics at 10 o'clock on Friday
The
night.
Bruce Jenner interview, part 1 is on from 9 to 10. And then the part 2 of the Bruce Jenner interview is Saturday. So the best part is you can watch part 1 of the interview and zip over to me, and then Saturday watch part 2 of the Bruce Jenner interview.
Do a little zip over.
So yeah, but if you hear the same stuff on the thing, what do you want? I mean, I'm
sure you mix it up.
It's hours of talking.
Right. All right. Let me go to Will in Virginia before we take a break. Will.
What up, Will?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
About this toe, the toe line.
Britt McHenry from ESPN going off on the tow company worker. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, I work at a towing company too, and everyone's got an excuse for why they shouldn't be towed and why they shouldn't have to pay.
Right.
But when the fact of the matter is the places that all these towing companies tow from, the rules are put in place by the owners of the shopping centers, the HOA, the apartment complexes. Those are their rules. So if you pull into a lot and it says that you need a hang tag and you park in a spot in that lot, you're giving yourself a reason to be towed right there.
I didn't hear what you said.
Sir, you lost me.
I gotta be honest. I tapped out. I'm sure someone out there went, oh, I see.
Well, I mean, basically, I get people come in every day and they bitch at me, and it's like, okay, well, first of all, I didn't tow your car.
Right.
Second of all, I mean, if you pull into the lot, every tow company has signs, and it states on there what reason not to tow for.
Right.
What reason that you can't. What the circumstances you can park.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure people are pricks about it too. Like you know what I mean? I'm sure people, like you said, no one thinks they deserve to be towed. So, the tow truck people have to deal with a bunch of assholes.
There you go.
Complaining.
I mean, again, yes, there are some tow truck drivers that are dickheads and assholes.
Alpacas.
Yeah.
Cocksuckers.
All right, well, I think we covered it. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you. Will from Virginia. All right, with that, I think we're going to take a break.
Yeah, let's get a little physical stuff accomplished together.
What?
I'm just hanging out.
Sam drove to PA this weekend for Chick-fil-A. That's actually on our list of things to talk about.
I didn't make that list.
Yeah, who'd want to talk about that?
Sam drove to PA this weekend for Chick-fil-A.
Who gave you that list?
I don't know.
That wouldn't be worth talking about if Sam was killed on the way.
That's really hurtful.
Yeah, you're right. I apologize.
Gentlemen, please rest your sphincters.
I don't know what that means.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna yeah, all right, we're gonna do that story next.
By the way, people are tweeting me that all they keep calling their husbands and friends is Johnny Brand Muffins.
Brand Muffins.
Johnny Brand Muffins.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
More with Opie and Jim after this.
Tweeting me that all they keep calling their husbands and friends is Johnny Brand Muffins.
Johnny Brand Muffins.
Johnny Brand Muffins.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
More with Opie and Jim after this.
No bed, E-Rock?
Nope.
Man, I'm fighting this fucking bed or no bed thing with Steven Singer. I thought I won.
I won that day, but you didn't win the war.
And then what? He said no? I don't want a music bed?
Still doesn't want music beds.
Oh, Christ. The announcement you've been waiting for from Steven Singer Jewelers is here. The brand new rose color for Mother's Day 2015 is pink champagne. When is Mother's Day this year, E-Rock? Do we have time on this? Do you know?
No. Not,
it's in May, right?
May, yeah.
Early May, mid-May.
I'll look it up while you do the rest.
I know it's not May 23rd because that would be my birthday. And Mother's Day has never been on my birthday. May 10th is Mother's Day. So they got a little time, but not much time because what Steven Singer is going to tell you here is he's going to run out of the fine color pink champagne as far as the roses go, right?
Yes.
Give her a rose that is the perfect symbol of love and celebration. It's the perfect gift at the perfect price for all the moms in your life. Can you imagine? Steven Singer's famous 24-karat gold dip roses are a great gift for Mother's Day, starting at just $59. This real long stem rose is lavishly and deeply dipped in 24-karat pure gold. So that means he leaves the rose in the gold for a while. Is that what deeply means?
Probably.
All right. What did Mother's Day? Did I do the $59?
No, you did not.
I didn't.
$59.
Wait, I did that part. It's a gift that will last forever, so why worry about Mother's Day already? Because Steven Singer sells out of this gift every year, and he wants to make sure you get the first shot at ordering his brand new color, pink champagne. It's beautiful. Limited quantities are available, so order yours today. Steven makes it so easy. Just go online to IHateStevenSinger.com and reserve yours today. The perfect gift at the perfect price. One place, one price. Steven Singer Jewelers on the phone. You can get this done right now. 888-I-HATE-STEVEN-SINGER or online. By the way, as you go to his website, IHateStevenSinger.com, there'll be other things that you might want to buy for mommy.
How many are you ordering?
How many mothers do I have?
Your wife?
Oh, yeah.
Sisters?
I can't wait for my kids
Your actual mom?
I can't wait for my kids to buy their own gifts for their mom. Still a couple years away, but we're getting there. Pink champagne is the color. Go get it now. IHateStevenSinger.com.
Like what you hear? Holla. See it, too. Treat your senses to everything that's going on with Opie and Jimmy's show on the internet. Follow at Opie and Jimmy on Twitter and Facebook.
That's terrific. Okay.
To look at what we look at.
That's a nice plug, Ola.
That's Opie and Jimmy on Facebook.
Sweet.
and Opie and Jimmy on Twitter.
Sweet!
The next time we watch videos on the radio, you can watch them too.
I fucking dead it, you dummy.
Hi, it's Ron Bennington from SiriusXM's Raw Dog Comedy Hits. Join me for my new show, Bennington, that I co-host with Gail Bennington. No relation. We'll be talking to the biggest names in comedy every single day, from the best and brightest rising young comics to the greatest of all time.
Nothing touched the crowd like our comedy.
That just blew up for you.
The comedy just worked.
Bennington, weekdays, noon East, 9 a.m. West on Raw Dog Comedy Hits. SiriusXM 99 or listen on the SiriusXM app.
Have you ever talked with someone who opened their own business? They were probably nervous in the beginning, but today they'd probably tell you it was the best decision they ever made. What about you? We're Home Franchise Concepts. We've helped over 1,000 people become successful business owners, and we can help you. With Home Franchise Concepts, you'll have the resources, the support, the proven business model, everything you need to start a business and make it a success. We'll work with you every step of the way, including helping you choose which business is best for you in your market. Isn't it time you were rewarded for your hard work, where you set your own hours and started living the life you want to live? You can start today by calling us for a free, no-obligation franchise consultation. Will you make the call that could change your life for the better? To secure your free consultation, call Home Franchise Concepts now at 1-800-818-1414. That's 1-800-818-1414. 1-800-818-1414.
I'm Pam McKissick, CEO of Williams & Williams. Roughly a third of Americans own their own home free and clear. And many of you who are still paying on your mortgage have significant equity in your home. And what that really means is you have freedom at your fingertips. You can easily auction your home in 30 days and move on with your life. Let us help you do that. Call Williams & Williams Real Estate Auction at 1-800-910-0865. That's 1-800-910-0865.
Want to get away for cheap? Book your next trip with CheapOair. CheapOair has amazing deals on over 450 airlines worldwide. Plus, when you use promo code SAVE20, you could knock up to $20 off from their booking fees when you fly internationally. So what are you waiting for? Download their free app, visit the website, or call 888-657-7773 and book a flight with CheapOair. Promo code expires April 30th, 2015.
I love coming to Mathnasium.
Kids from kindergarten to 12th grade attend Mathnasium, the math-only learning center. Why?
I feel much more confident in math. I want to be best in class.
My friends sometimes ask me, like, oh, how'd you get an A on this test? And I tell them I go to Mathnasium.
Set your child up for success this year at one of more than 500 franchise locations. Visit mathnasium.com or call 844-844-2233 for a free parent pack. That's 844-844-2233.
Hey, this is Rude Jew from the All Out Show on M&M Shade 45. I like collecting vinyl, play backgammon. I go antiquing and hit massage parlors. My cheese play game is stupid. I wrote a book that got picked up by HBO. It's grimy, it's funny, it's honest, just like the radio show. This is Eminem. Hey, Jude.
You're a failure.
I'm Rude Jew from the All Out Show, Monday through Friday, 4 to 8 Eastern Time. Only on M&M Shade 45. That's Sirius XM Channel 45 and on the Sirius XM app.
Think about all of your favorite photos. It could be a vacation shot or a family picture or a picture of the family pet. Why let those photos just sit around and gather digital dust? CanvasWorld.com can turn them into a museum-quality custom canvas at the size of your choice. They use a state-of-the-art, environmentally friendly process to produce canvas prints that are higher quality than ever available before. Their prices are great, and their work is guaranteed for life. CanvasWorld.com makes it easy. Just upload your photo, choose a size, and you're done. They'll even retouch your photo absolutely free. Place your order at CanvasWorld.com today and save 35%, plus get free shipping when you enter promo code RADIO at checkout. Perfect for your home or office and a great gift. Get big canvas prints at big savings at CanvasWorld.com. Save 35% and get free shipping when you enter promo code RADIO at checkout. CanvasWorld.com, where photos become art.
Power companies raise your rates year in, year out.
Power companies will always raise your rates. It's what they do. 5 years from now, average power bills are projected to be roughly 40% higher. Let's say your bill's around $250 right now. Before you know it, it'll be $350. That's money down the drain. Unless you plug that drain with solar. Go solar now and get easy financing with no down payment, interest, or payments for a whole year. And don't forget, the federal tax credit will disappear in 2016. Your opportunity for the biggest solar savings in history is about to disappear. Power companies never stop increasing rates, ever. How long will you let it go on? How much money will you let go to waste? Protect yourself now from unending power bill rate hikes with 1-800-MY-SOLAR. Paying $150 a month or more on energy bills? Then call 1-800-MY-SOLAR now for a free in-home assessment. 1-800-MY-SOLAR.
My home, my savings, 1-800-MY-SOLAR.
Warning. If you've recently declared bankruptcy, you're going to want to change the station. Because there's an alternative to bankruptcy, and it's faster than you'd ever think possible. But if you've already declared bankruptcy and have missed this opportunity, you'll want to change the station now. Here it is. Right now, the company that has resolved more credit card debt than anyone in the U.S. is available to settle your debt too. You may reduce your debt with one low monthly program payment. If you call right now, Freedom Debt Relief will show you how low your monthly program payment could be for free. Call now. 1-800-641-9227. That's 1-800-641-9227. If you're struggling with debt, this could be your answer. And the bigger your debt, the more money you could save. To find out for free how much of your hard-earned money Freedom Debt Relief could help you save, call now. 1-800-641-9227. 1-800-641-9227. 1-800-641-9227.
Is your business in compliance with the Affordable Care Act provisions that took effect January 1st? You may already need to be tracking hours, wages, and coverage to complete complex IRS forms before the deadline. Sound difficult? It is. But Paychex is ready to help with every aspect of healthcare reform tracking, coverage, and reporting. Visit Paychex.com. That's Paychex.com today.
Is this furniture store?
Yes, it is.
Put the manager on.
Excuse me?
Put the manager on, tough guy.
Hold on.
Hello? Yeah, this is Mr. Couch Potato Sofa Fuchs.
Can I help you?
Yeah, you can help me there, turkey. I bought a sofa, and my baby crawled on it, and it closed on him, and he died.
Oh my God.
Sirius 206, XM 103. The show is back.
Let me get.
Pot songs? Yeah. Nice. You smoking the pot today there, E-Rock?
Edibles.
You going with the edibles?
Edibles.
What? What's wrong, Sam?
Right now?
Yeah. You were just making a face at E-Rock.
I didn't know it because I thought we should do it here. It's like Tequila and Donut Day.
Yeah, you should have had some edibles for real today, E-Rock.
It would have been fun.
Get some of that shit out of your system, right?
That's all gone.
Roll another joint. I like Tom Petty, but I don't download his stuff for some reason. But every time there's a Tom Petty song on the radio, I absolutely listen. I don't turn the old dial.
I go hot and cold with old Tom Petty.
Do you really?
Yeah. I don't hate him.
I love this song. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in music news.
Yes.
A lot of good music news today, for real. But first, Green Day. Green Day's going to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Holy fuck.
They're in.
Then what is this?
They were inducted, right?
Oh, inducted.
Yeah.
When were they? They had the ceremony ready?
Yes, they
Saturday.
did. McCartney inducted Ringo, and then Miley Cyrus inducted Joan Jett, and Miley Cyrus had something that showed her great tits off with a J and a J over her nipples.
Nice.
For Joan Jett.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the nominations were a while back, but they finally inducted them officially over the weekend. I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. And then Green Day. All right. So that's done.
Speaking of punk, we have John reading Johnny Rotten's book. John Light. Yeah, it's very good. You know, it's always like the stuff we know about him. Like you wouldn't be surprised at certain stuff, but then there's other stuff like certain music influences. You're like, oh wow, I wouldn't have thought he liked that.
Like what?
David Bowie. They loved David Bowie, and I'm surprised. And I listened to a little old David Bowie, and I never cared about him, but it was actually good. Like stuff from '72.
Before he made it.
Ziggy Stardust. Was he already big and famous when that came out, or did that make him a star?
He had a slow start, really. And then that Ziggy Stardust put him just over the top. But before that, he was kind of bumming around England trying to make it happen, and he had some success here, and then he was all over the place.
70s were a big time for him, huh?
Oh boy, was it? Yeah. And then he just took off in a rocket ship. But he was around England for a while, trying all sorts of different things musically.
For some reason, it seems like it was fun to be famous in the 70s. Maybe I'm just saying that because I was a child. So like now it's just probably no different than now.
Because you were really famous. There's so many people that
probably no different than now.
Because you were really famous. There's so many people that have no business being famous now.
Yeah.
There's more spots for fame, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Back then, man, if you were famous, you were famous, right? There were only a certain amount of records they could play on the radio.
Right.
No one had smartphones, obviously, so the spots were limited. I mean, if you were on TV, you were famous. Now, not so much.
I went online, watched a little David Bowie, a couple videos, just the songs. And then I was did a Google image search of all those pictures from the 70s, and you forget like how many fucking pictures of this guy were taken in weird clothing.
Right.
And weird outfits.
They would dress all nice.
Yeah, but I mean, it was just really bizarre clothing.
Speaking of fame, I saw you on the MSG show there.
On JB's with
JB Smooths.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, who we have this week.
Well, I saw MSG was doing like a best of, I guess. So they were popping around.
Oh.
And you made that whole show.
I haven't seen it.
You were on the one with Jerry Cooney, who looks old. Fuck, man.
Yeah. But he's still, dude, in person, he's complete. His hair is gray.
Maybe it's because he has the gray hair, but I didn't expect him to look that old. He looks like he's in good shape, and he looks very healthy, but I haven't seen him in so long, I guess. But he's Huntington's own. I mean, we're all proud that Jerry Cooney came from Huntington, Long Island.
When he comes into a room, it's like there's a really weird energy around because he's 100% lucid talking about Larry. He actually got Larry Holmes on the phone and was talking to JB, and it was, he's just, you could tell he's still a motherfucker in a bar. Anyone that big that wears a sweater vest is a motherfucker. But Neil deGrasse Tyson, I thought, was the star of that show. And when I guess when you have a boxer, they always hold court because the boxers are the most interesting guys in the world. Mm-hmm. But then you talk to a physicist, astroscientist, whatever he is.
Right.
And Neil deGrasse Tyson was the one that everybody listened to.
He's a great talker. Yeah.
Awesome.
He's coming in this week, right?
It was myself, it was Neil, it was Gilbert, it was Jerry Cooney, and it was Todd Barry. And
no, but then they showed the other one with you and John Starks.
John Starks. I was with John Starks myself. Oh God. Wyatt from the Daily Show.
Right.
And who was the other guest on that one? There was one more.
But those shows must have been really, really good because in this best of show they kept going to those two shows particularly.
Oh, cool.
But then they were bouncing around to other moments.
Do you know how many people have seen me on that, dude? Athletes.
Of course, it's a huge show.
When I was meeting, when I was at the premiere for season 2, I met a couple of the Knicks. And they knew, like, who was the one? Larry Johnson and a few of these other guys. Like, hey, all from that show.
Right. Jerry Cooney does a lot for ex-fighters, too, doesn't he?
I think he does, yeah.
I think he tries to take care of the ex-fighters that are just destitute, broke.
Who else is on that? I don't want to watch it. I just want to zip through a second, Sam, and see who's the other guest. It was Wyatt, JB, me, John Starks, and one more guy.
There
it is. Ralph Macchio. Yeah.
Ralph Macchio, who was pretty funny in the clips they showed.
Oh, yeah, he's a nice guy.
So I saw that over the weekend.
Very fun show. You just sit there and eat and bullshit. And JB goes to everyone and he asks you a little bit just so they have stuff to cut to. But otherwise, it's just a discussion. And it's kind of like hanging here. You're just bullshitting with people. And you know you're on camera. but you don't have to be unnatural because there's like 5 cameras shooting over everybody, so you're covered.
Right. Very good. You gonna do it again?
I would love to. You only do it once a year. The series, the one after me, like when I was coming out, I saw Russell Simmons going in, so I don't know who they had on that night.
Right.
Florentine did one. But he gets very good guests. Like, he gets good athletes.
He's so fun to just watch and listen to.
JB's awesome.
He was awesome in top 5. He's awesome in everything he does. He's just period. Speaking of Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's in later this week. Thursday, maybe?
I'm not sure.
And his new show, Star Talk, is starting up this week.
Okay.
Basically, his podcast has made it to TV, so good for him. It's a great podcast. Do we still run it
I wouldn't know. I've not been invited on. And Neil is going to be called out angrily when I see him.
Neil's podcast?
Yeah.
No, we don't run it here.
Why? What happened?
It runs on another SXM
Which
channel.
one? Nerd Central?
Didn't we have it for a little while? Or tried?
We tried, but we never
I know we were trying to wrestle.
got it done. It runs on another channel. Here.
Okay, I know we were trying to wrestle it away because it's a great one. He is just a great talker, for real. What channel is his Star Talk going to be on?
It's on that brand new one.
Somebody on Twitter, Jim Norton, please don't call Neil deGrasse Tyson an astroscientist when he comes in. You're right, that was really I showed my high school dropoutness when I said that. I'm an ass.
I thought it was right.
Astrophysicist? But is he an astrophysicist? Or I know he's...
You said astroscientist.
No, I did, but I'm saying now I know what that really is.
Now he's trying to figure out what he actually is, Sam.
Yes.
He's correcting his ways. What? National Geographic Channel. Okay. That's going to be a great watch, so good for him. Good to see he's doing well still. In other music news, one of my favorite duos, the Gallagher brothers.
Oh, yeah.
We got an update on their
Comedians?
relationship? No. Well, oh, sorry. I should have just laughed.
That's all right. You should give a literal answer.
I should have laughed.
Noel and Liam.
Noel and Liam from Oasis. These two hate each other. These two brothers have been at it for forever, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
And the latest is Noel and Liam Gallagher reportedly reached gentleman's agreement to reform Oasis next year. What does it say?
Yes, to reform it next year. Yes.
Next year, okay.
New record, or?
So they have decided to try to give it another shot.
I think this time it's going to work.
But a gentleman's agreement means, man, we fucking hate each other, but let's try to make some money together.
Yeah, that means there's no contract. They've just decided to shake hands.
They want to pull in some of this, right, Sammy?
Some of that moolah.
You're drooling.
Well, that's what he does. He gets excited over moolah. What do you do for bad breath? Allergy bad breath?
Shotgun.
Yeah. The Altoids aren't working.
I'll tell you what you do. You got to brush your teeth.
They're not working. I brush my teeth.
No.
I floss. I do all that
and
stuff.
gargle.
Right.
And when you have it because of, what are you drinking?
Tea.
All right. Well, tea is not good for breath.
Well,
dries out your mouth.
Right. It does dries out the mouth.
But it's delicious.
Yeah, it's good, but it dries out the mouth.
Little lemon tea with some honey.
How bad is your breath? You rock it in here.
It's a bit funky.
Okay.
From all the
yeah,
you know that
sinus breath
causes bad breath, right? When you're sniffling snot back into your system.
There's nothing worse than kissing someone who has sinus breath. It's a dry, sinusy odor.
Yuck. What are they saying about the gentleman's agreement? I didn't read this story.
Sam, get to it. Stop fudging around over there, playing games, being hot.
Well, thanks. The band acrimoniously split in 2009,
right?
With Noel citing an inability to work with his brother as the key reason,
right?
But last month saw Liam taking to Twitter to post a photo of himself holding a backstage pass to one of Noel's gigs.
Okay.
So then it's like people start talking.
They got the people talking like, uh-oh, what is this about?
They said the potential reunion is far from official, but a well-placed source is saying, quote, it's early days in terms of the details, but Noel and Liam are back on good terms and ready to give things another go. Nothing is signed, but it's what you might call a gentleman's agreement between them. Ultimately, their family and whatever has gone on before can be sorted out. They're very close beneath all the bluster.
What?
There's been a lot of bluster between the Gallagher brothers.
They took care of the bluster part?
Well, there's just a lot of love under the bluster. And a lot of people tend to just focus on the bluster without realizing that there's a whole world that exists under said bluster.
Got it. We're talking about the Gallagher brothers.
Buster Douglas.
Talking about the Gallagher brothers, right?
Talking about the Gallagher brothers and the bluster that exists between them.
Got it.
Hopefully they do Champagne Supernova.
I love that song.
It's a great song.
Can we play the whole thing?
I would love that. I love that song.
Can we just play it right now?
It seems
you should wait till later to kind of tease people with it,
We'll be back after this.
What? We just got back.
No, this is a nice song.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying it's not nice. But
you don't like this?
No, I don't care about it.
It makes everyone happy.
You don't like this song?
I don't know.
You don't like Oasis?
I'm sure. No, I don't care about it.
It's 7.5 minutes. You know what we could do in 7.5 minutes?
Exactly.
Jerk off.
Much shit, yeah. Forget without and still save 7 minutes. I could be done and making a comma much faster.
Why are you talking like that?
Fade it out. They don't want to hear it. I would have done it. I would have done the whole fucking song.
I mean, it feels lazy to do it right
thing. So
we don't need
Monday.
to be lazy.
It's Monday. We don't need to be lazy.
We expect lazy.
Pep these people up. Pep the old folks up.
Good call, Peppy Jim and Heezy.
That's right. Oh my gut.
Let the record show.
Come on, Sam.
Let the record show. I would have played all 7.5 minutes there. No fucking problem.
It's not a good thing.
I think it would have been a terrific thing for the people.
Lazy.
Perfect. Right after an Oasis story? What? Of course you play it.
No, it's like
Gallagher brothers are understand they have a lot of bluster and they got a gentleman's agreement. Then you play the Champagne Supernova. Everyone's feeling good, and then we go back to talking about shit.
You are right, Sam. It's lazy.
Oh man, I thought I was right that time.
No. It's very, very lazy. That's literally, you're just sitting there. What you're thinking about as a broadcaster
you're talking over the fucking vocals. Dennis Falcone is having a heart attack somewhere.
No, he does it too. That clumsy lead-ins he does. His fucking tripping. Here comes his fucking third verse in. Stop talking, Denny.
He's having a heart attack because I'm stopping you from eating time.
My new favorite thing is when Jimmy's not here to get Dennis Falcone in studio, and he gets so excited.
It's my new favorite thing too, because I don't have to hear it.
Everyone's on the same page with that. But he has a pep in his step when he knows Jimmy's going to be taking a day.
You don't go back and listen to those segments on demand?
I don't listen to segments. I'll tell you what I listen to. I can't listen to the show when I'm not here because I feel like I'm missing something.
You are.
I don't listen to the show when I'm not here or to replays. I just can't do it anymore.
I listen to what I'll go on YouTube and watch occasionally. The only things I can watch myself doing or listen is a character. It's an Uncle Paul or it's Chip. Those things really make me laugh because I hear it separate. But as far as my own shit,
yeah,
can't do it.
I wouldn't either.
Come on, Sam. You're supposed to be. Hey, can we see the new Star Wars trailer, or was that only in theaters?
No, it came out online. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I tried to find
20 million hits in one day.
No, it didn't. It did 88 million.
In a
it's
day?
$2 billion stock.